things of flour. Well, not flour, but sugar and salt. They put them out of a big barrel, and they would measure them out of that barrel in a brown baked paper bag. Well, we was all set at the table. We had a table this big because that's all on the table. We was all there. And she always helped the youngest one. It wasn't me. So, like, my mother sat here and my dad sat here, and I was on that end over there. And, oh, we was going to have chocolate pudding for breakfast and hot biscuits, you know. And I took a bite of that after I got it fixed in my place. And I looked all around. My oldest brother was sitting down here. And then we had a bench on that side for the younger kids to sit all set aside. Yep. And I looked at him, and he said, "Mom, what'd you do? Get the salt mixed with the sugar?" She had put a cup of salt in
versus
instead
the
of sugar.
Oh my!
But I took a bite of it, and I thought I was the first one that took a bite, and
I didn't know. This don't taste right.
Now, of course, I didn't thought of telling my mother what she'd done. I mean, I was too young. You don't tell your mother what you're done when you're that young.
She did something right.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This is what I'll get myself straightened out.
And my oldest brother says, "Mom, what'd you do? Get it?" "Oh," she says, "did I?" And sure enough, she did. She looked and we couldn't eat that pudding, that's for sure. And I don't know, I mean, what happened to it then. I mean,
what do you mean you don't know?
It probably went out to
went
the
outside
hogs.
And the dogs wouldn't eat it.
It probably went out to the hogs in the slop bucket.
And they ate it.
My dad mixed other stuff with it, fed the hogs.
Used it as filler.
This fabric is hard to cut.
To me, it isn't all that pleasant, but maybe that bread.
No, I like it. It's got a good flavor, and I like the cocoa in it. That's
you just need hot biscuits.
Even
hot biscuits.
Even the bread, like soaked in there, it reminds me of bread pudding. And like ice cream or vanilla or Cool Whip would be really good, with just right on top. My husband's Nana used to make, she'd just get the cold pudding and stuff like that. But she used to make him that all the time, and every time I make pudding, he's like, "You'll never do it right." Like,
he just won't eat it?
Well, he eats it. He doesn't complain when there's chocolate in front of him. He eats it, but it's just not like his Nana's. And I'm like, I can't even, I'm not even trying anymore.
You eat it the way it is or do it out. Nobody cares.
It's funny how you get used to things.
And like my mother-in-law, if my boys won't eat something, she'll go get them something else to eat. And I'm like, if you don't eat it, you're not eating. That's the way this goes. You don't, I know your dad doesn't like certain things and he doesn't eat certain things, but
he's an adult. He's tried them.
Right, exactly. And I'm like, you guys all have to eat it. So, you don't eat it, you're not eating. I'm not going to make 2 meals for you. You're crazy. But I also don't buy my children those crazy expensive things either. I told you my oldest son, Matthew, he wanted a $400 video game system. You know what I told him? I said, "I love you, but I don't like you that much. You are not worth $400. You're not good enough for a $400 gift. I'm not good enough for a $400 gift." And then I said, unless your dad's buying me jewelry, we're not spending $400 on one thing. So,
and I don't
if you think I'm gonna
do right, jewelry,
right? I'm like, you think I'm buying you anything? You're sadly mistaken. So if you want it, You're going to go out and you're going to work for it. You mow lawns. You do whatever it is that you need to do to get the money. And he did. He mowed lawns. He got it. And he got it for Christmas. He said, that's the only thing I want for Christmas. It's like, good, I don't have to buy you nothing. But you're buying it, and I'm not paying. I'm not, So he mowed summer lawns all summer long, and by November, he had $450.
And that's good.
And
He'll
he
appreciate
oh
it
yeah,
more.
I mean, and that's exactly the case. Is he takes care of it? Those video games are so expensive, and I'm like, you don't do anything to
it takes our mind off of
Right.
those things
And
because don't even work them.
Exactly. And I said, you didn't do anything to deserve $60, and I worked my butt off for $60. I'm not just going to hand it over to you and give it to you so you can be an ungrateful brat.
Yep.
So, for my kids, if they want something that's expensive and it's not a, 50-cent toy thing, you're not getting it.
Well, when my older kids growed up, they didn't have many toys. I didn't have money to buy them toys. That was when trucks and things, they just started making tin trucks,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
little tractors and things.